Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be taking a look at the newest hero coming to Overwatch 2 officially, or at least fully, in Season 16, but we are in the middle of the free trial for her. And of course that new hero is Freja, new DPS hero, representing Denmark, our first Danish hero. I've been messing around with her a little bit here in the practice range, but let's jump in and give you a full look at her kit and what she is able to do. Now, like I said, she is a damage hero. Of course, being a damage hero, she has all of the damage passive abilities with her. So whenever she damages an enemy, they temporarily get a reduction in their healing that they receive. She has another passive as well. I want to talk about it before we get into the other things with this hero, because you can actually see on the screen the visual indicator for it, which has changed. You can see those three little dots there in the middle of the screen, or I guess they're more like squares, whatever you want to call them. That is the representative of her bounty hunting passive, which, as you can see it here when I pull it up. Does it show it? Does it show it? Does it show it? Oh, it doesn't show her passives on here. That's... Oh, there it is. Bounty hunting. For every 3 final blows, she gains bonus ultimate charge. You can see it there. So, as you see, whenever I kill one of these bots, see one of those squares fills in. Second square fills in. Oh, how to reload. You can see it gets it. Little sound effect, and she gets that increased ultimate charge there from her passive. As you saw with the way I was firing her gun, that is her Rev Draw crossbow. As it says here, you rapidly fire automatic bolts. That is her left click. She also has her right click, which is Take Aim, where you slow your momentum to take aim with a high-speed explosive bolt, which you can refresh using her Quick Dash ability, which is her shift ability, in which you vault in the direction you're moving, and refresh Take Aim. So, to show you the way Take Aim works, so here's a normal shot, her left click, right click, you know, whatever. But if you hold down right click, you get the quick draw shot, or the take aim shot, which you can hold down right click, left click, do a little explosive bolt, and if you notice, it will automatically go into reloading your take aim. Now, just so you can see it, if you right click, shoot, and then immediately left click, you can kind of cancel the reload animation and go back into shooting, but just keep that in mind. That is something you can do. But then also, as the abilities say, right click, shoot, use your shift, use it again immediately, shoot it, and boom goes the dynamite. Her other ability is her E ability, Updraft, in which she launches upward with a gust of wind. So you can see it here. Use it, up you go, and you get to have a little bit of fun there. So there's a lot of combinations you can do with her movement. She's a character with tons of movement ability, so as you can see, you can go up, right click, shoot, shift, shoot, shift, shoot. Lots of different options you can do with her. Tons of mobility, tons of movement on her part. Now her ultimate ability, which is her last main ability she has here, is Bola Shot. You can kind of see, as it says here, you fire an explosive bola, hitting an enemy, wraps them up, and pulls in other nearby enemies. So we can use it here. Shoot this guy. Other ones get pulled in. Cause a little bit of an explosion. Leaves them a little bit weaker. And they are easier to kill. So that is her base kit there. Very nice. Very, very fun. She, of course, does have perks as a part of the new era of Overwatch. Obviously, perks are subject to change. Things could change with these perks. But as you can see them now, you have her 2 minor perks. The first one is Frost Bolts, where enemies hit by 3 regular bolts in quick succession are slowed by 20% for 2 seconds. And Tracking Instinct, where critical health enemies are revealed to you. And then our 2 major perks are Ready to Hunt, where Updraft grants a temporary free use of Quick Dash, and Relentless Barrage, where direct hits with Take Aim refund 4 automatic bolt ammo, which is a pretty cool selection of perks there. So just to start, let's go with Frost Bolts, and we will grab Ready to Hunt. Just they're the two on that side. So we can leave this bot weak, and as you see, we can go around the corner. Oh, I have that's not the one I have equipped. Haha, joke's on me. No, I have. I forgot which one I have. The slowed. Right. So you can see there's the slow effect. When you shoot them. There you go.
Keep this fire burning.
My bad. I forgot which one I have on. So let's look at one who's moving, so I can make it clearer. There we go. Very, very fun. The other perk we have on is the Updraft, granting a temporary use of Quick Dash for free. So as you can see, I have 2 uses. Boom, boom, and it didn't use one of those uses. Very simple, very self-explanatory. Let's take a look at her other perks real quick.
From imperfection,
I always deliver.
I can show the one that I actually thought I had before. So we've taken Tracking Instinct and Relentless Barrage. So as you can see, now I can leave this guy here low on health. And there he is. I can see him. Good for hunting down those low health targets, which is very, very nice. And our other perk is that direct hits with Take Aim, Refund 4 automatic bolt ammo. So we'll go use 4. And now back up to 12. So some fun perks for her. Some very, very fun stuff for her kit as a whole. Let's go now. Jump into some gameplay. I'll go mess around with her a little bit in some games so that I can give you my full thoughts on her kit, the way she plays, my reactions, and all of that. So let's cut to me a few minutes in the future. Alright, so after playing a few games as Freya, I am now ready to give some of my thoughts. You're going to be seeing some pretty awful gameplay under this. I apologize. This was my best game, and it says a lot considering we got totally decimated. But I wanted to just give some of my thoughts after playing her and kind of where I feel like she lands kind of in the meta, the kinds of heroes that I think she does well against, or just the things that I think about from when I was playing her. So just gonna talk for a little bit, yap a little bit, and give some of my thoughts on her. Overall, I think she's a very fun hero. I really like the amount of movement that she has in her kit. Every game that I played, I took the same 2 perks, which is probably not the right way to go about playing her, but I took the like Hunter's Mark 1, whatever it's called, when you can see low health people. I'm a D&D nerd, sorry, that's just immediately where my mind goes, is Hunter's Mark. But the low health one, and then I always took the one where you get the free dash when you use her Updraft. Because to me, that just feels like, that particular one feels really, really good. Because I think her movement is one of the best parts of her kit. I think it's a really important part of her kit. And you get more value out of that if you're someone who's not always hitting your shots. Which may or may not come into play. I mean, we'll see what happens when the pros get their hands on her, or what kind of perks they pick. But I tend to think that perks that give you access to movement abilities more frequently are better. That's like with Tracer's perks, when you get the refresh on your blinks on recall, stuff like that. So, unrelated, we're getting off topic. I think she's a very fun hero to play, and I really like what her kit enabled her to do in terms of her movement. There's certain matchups I don't really like her into. I really think she does not do well against Widowmaker, mainly because she doesn't have the sight lines. You know, if you're using your Updraft ability and you're in the air, you are very vulnerable. And sometimes the time it would take you to line up your shot with the right click, you're already dead because Widowmaker can hit you. So I don't think she matches up great against a character like Widow. I didn't play her against Ashe. I would imagine some of the same problems exist with Ashe as well. Her range, I don't know what her fall-off numbers are or anything like that. I don't know if we have that. I haven't seen it at all. It's not amazing from what I can tell. I don't think she's in like an incredibly overtuned spot or anything like that. From what I can tell, she is good. She's not amazing. And I think she's going to be a pretty solid hero overall. What I really like about her is that she feels like a hero with a pretty good skill floor. She doesn't seem like a hero that you're easily going to be able to pick up and learn and immediately be very, very effective with her and immediately know every little detail about the way her kit plays. I think when you have a character with this much movement and this much kind of nuance in the way that her movement can be used to elevate her kit and her ability to, find value as a hero, I think you end up with a hero that has a very, very, very high potential to be really good in the hands of certain players and not very good in the hands of other players. And I think that that is a good place for the game to be. And I think one of the most important parts is that she's a fun hero. And I think that is more important than anything else. We can talk about all we want. The benefit of having heroes that are good and the benefit of having heroes that are easy to pick up. Those are the kinds of things that are obviously a really, really key part of the game's discussion, because a lot of people look at a hero like Moira, who is not a great hero, but she's really easy to pick up. And a lot of people will look at her and say, look, if you're in a high rank, you shouldn't be playing Moira, right? And if you're in a low rank, you have a lot of people who look at Moira and go, everyone's playing Moira. I'm dying to these DPS Moiras. She's too broken. She's too strong. And those are the kinds of imbalances that you get depending on where your rank is and all that kind of stuff. With Freya, I don't really think she's in a place where I think she's overpowered right off the bat. Her ultimate, notably not the strongest. I think it feels very similar in a lot of ways to Tracer's Pulse Bomb. I'm making a lot of comparisons to Tracer in this, but I think that's not... It's not absurd to look at a hero with high mobility and, somewhat rapid fire shots and go, yeah, there's a Tracer-like quality here. But one of the things about Tracer's ultimate with Pulse Bomb, right, that we talk about as a community is that it is not a super overpowered ultimate. It's really good if you know how to use it at letting you pick off a single support or a single DPS player and give you a one-man advantage pretty early in a fight. I feel very similarly about Freya's ult. You can use it really just to kind of, pull in a flanker, or even if you want to combo it with other ultimates, use it to pull people together. That is what it's very good for. And I think that that is a good place for the ultimate to be, considering how easy it is to charge up her ultimate when you just get final blows and you get ultimate charge additionally for getting 3 final blows. If you're a lethal player who's able to get a lot of kills with Freya and a lot of final blows, which I don't think is that hard, you get these ultimates so quickly. I mean, it is not unreasonable to think that there are going to be people who are getting 2 ultimates in single fights as Freya, right? Or at least have 2 ultimates. Right? They may go into the fight with an ultimate, use it, get another ultimate by the end of the fight, because she just has so much ability to get it, right? And so I think it's better that her ultimate's not super strong and super overpowered for that reason, and I think that's a good thing about her kit. And so I do really like what she has with her kit as a whole, right? Like, overall, this is a super fun hero, and I really like what she is, and I really like how she plays, and I think she'll be a really fun hero to see in the hands of the pros and to see the kinds of nuances that you can have with her kit. I think the movement is so fun. Getting to have 3 dashes potentially, moving around, just getting tons of right clicks, tons of those. If you're hitting those too, oh my gosh, I mean, she can do so much damage. But I haven't felt oppressed by her yet. I haven't played a game as support or tank yet playing into Freya. That's kind of the next step of what I will do. And so when we get her in Season 16, I'll have at least a little more idea of what she is able to do. But every time there's a new hero that comes out, I just want to play them for a while. And, insta-locking damage every game just to try to get her is the most fun. And when you fail, you feel kind of bad. But besides the point. But overall, I really like her kit. I think she's very, very fun. I think she's a very good addition to the roster. And I think she continues the trend of what Overwatch needs to keep doing with heroes, which is add heroes that are interesting and fun. And when you add this hero and you get into the game for the first time, you just want to learn how to play them. You want to learn how to improve as them. And heroes that don't feel like you get in them and pretty quickly you figured it out, right? Like, to me, that was Lifeweaver. Lifeweaver was the kind of hero where you figured out kind of quickly how he plays. I've never really felt like Lifeweaver is a hero that adds tons of intrigue and makes me want to really learn how to play him more and more and more every single time. And so I'm glad that we're getting more heroes in this direction that are really interesting, that have a lot of skill expression, and will be fun to really sink your teeth into and learn how to master them and play them and really find the value you can with every part of their kit. So overall, very positive opinions on Freya. Really like her. Had a lot of fun playing as her. And I hope you all have the same amount of fun playing her this weekend. And of course, when she comes live in Season 16, then as well. But that's going to be all for me for this one. Let me know your thoughts on Freya in the comments down below, whether it be from what I've said in this video or what you've seen from other streamers. Whatever it may be, let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video and want more like it in the future, consider liking and subscribing, as your support is greatly appreciated. That's going to be all for me for today. Hope you're all staying safe and staying healthy. And until next time, bye-bye.